For some of you, you've been waiting about 4 or 5 years for this game's 1.0 release. And for the rest of you, you learned about the game because of its release date announcement. And for the most part, I know the case to be that a lot of console players have actually been waiting on this for a long time, because if you look at the comments on Undisputed social medias, dating back to 2 to 3 years of developer updates and fighter announcements, you'll see that a lot of those comments are just asking when the game is going to release on console. Even my own TikTok comments when I was posting the game in anticipation of an early access date, a lot of it is just saying Fight Night Champion better and when is it coming out on console. If you've been waiting for this game to come out on consoles, or you just hopped on the hype train within the last few months, then this video is definitely for you. For the most part, this video is going to be real brief because it's not difficult to understand what's going on with Steel City Interactive from an outside perspective. We obviously don't know what the dev team is doing behind closed doors or what the rationale for certain decisions is. But from what we can see, this very clear-cut picture that something from the development to the higher-ups or whatever's going on with this dev team is just not right. The issue is there's a small community yearning for a simulation boxing game, and the team that has promised to deliver that to us about 4 years ago has been giving mixed signals ever since. I mean, you even have people saying stuff like the overhand interactive footage, which I would agree looks amazing, and projects like the Bloody Knuckles Street Boxing, which is a single developer project, by the way, or even games like UFC 2 and the older EA Sports UFC Undisputed titles, has marginally better animation than whatever it was we were served at early access. And at the end of the day, yes, it is early access. So when you booted up Steam on January 31st, 2023, and you paid $30 for that client, you were getting an unfinished product. And even now, this still is the case up until October. The issue was that they were not seeing progress from update to update in this early access period. That's not to say there was no progress made at all, just the progress that you would expect for the game being in early access for about as long as it was. And look, to tell you the truth, the 2023 roadmap that they showed for early access, maybe despite extensive fighter select customization, they did deliver on this roadmap after all. We got new fighters, we got new venues, we got the career mode, which I believe they've said is still a work in progress anyway. We got the animation sets with the cab features, so when you create your cab, you could choose how he moves, how he punches, etc., etc. So yes, they did deliver on what they envisioned for the early access period leading up to full release late this year. And you could tell for the most part that a lot of the combat sports gamers who bought into this early access have not participated in an early access kind of thing before, an alpha, beta / thing. But again, this is not really excusing the fact that Steel City Interactive just has very strange communication with their player base. Like if you're in the Discord and you visit the questions tab, you'll see that people have been frustrated for basically months now that there's a whole channel dedicated to the questions and that barely any of them get answered. So yes, while I'm not trying to be negative here, only criticizing Steel City Interactive, we absolutely do need to do that if we want a better product come October and the following, because this game is going to continue getting updates after that. They still have to deliver on the 150 plus fighters that are all signed to this game's roster. To me, it was really interesting that when they made the dev update video talking about the changes that QA testers are really enjoying and the feedback has been amazing in the 1.0 live build and all that stuff, they had the release date announcement trailer already cooked up because we got it some days after they released the dev update. And for what it's worth, the 1.0 gameplay does look the best this game has looked since the beta / ESBC days. My only thing is, with the way this dev team is moving and how they've treated the early access period thus far, for all of you that'll be playing this for the first time in October, don't be surprised if it's not what you envisioned on day one. Us PC players know that, and we've actually been warning you as well, like in the comments on their social medias, that it's not in a place, during the 0.5, 0.6 updates, whatever, where you would actually want to be playing it. If Steel City has confidence that the build going live in October is going to capture the hearts of console players and, early access players that have been holding on for a little over a year now, then by all means, they should go ahead and be fully confident in this October release. Although criticism is necessary, I don't think it helps to be aimlessly negative incentive towards the dev team. And keep in mind, this game is funded by Riyadh Season, so they can basically fuck up as many times as they want to. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe with the bell, comment your thoughts, PC or console. I'm interested in reading to see on both sides what people are thinking. I'm going to be making some more Undisputed videos here in a bit, leading up to the release date in October, and I'll see you guys next time.